Hi guys, welcome to another GamTube video. So today we're also on our interview segment, and with us today is a really young lady who is also an entrepreneur. So this lady right here processes local pepper into pepper sauce, and then we'll be having an interactive discussion with her about her business and some insights into it. So yes, Amisohna, can you just briefly introduce yourself? Tell us something about you. Who is Amisohna?
Yeah, hello everyone that is watching out there. My name is Ami Sohna. I'm a third year law student, and like she rightly mentioned, I'm into business. Yeah, I process organic food products into finished products like pepper into pepper sauce, coconut into coconut oil. I also make millet into charcuterie. So basically, that is what I do, and that's basically me.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, starting now, how did you start this business? How was the startup?
I don't think it was really difficult because what happened was most of the times I want to believe that people that do this processing, especially the pepper sauce processing, they actually go for a training like 6 months or so. So I didn't do that. I just thought about the idea in my head, and that is how I just started with it. I went to the market. I got some bottles. I remember I got 6 bottles, empty bottles, and I bought my pepper and I started the process. It turned out amazing, and I sold the bottles. That is how I started.
Oh, okay. So, what inspired you? Did you just sit and decide to just get into the business, or did someone trigger it, or something happened that triggered
Yeah,
the start?
there are two things that inspired me, or there were two things that inspired me. One was, if you know me, you know I love pepper. I love spices a lot. I don't like
She's a
sugar at
spice
all.
person.
I love spices a lot. So that is one of the reasons why I actually made this. That is one. The second thing is, I believe that if you want to make money, you need to have different sources of income, and it really interests me to have myself be in business and make a lot of money out of it, because this is a small enterprise, but what I am foreseeing, let's say in the next 5 years or in the next 7 years, is to make sure that I have my own company or just an enterprise that is bigger than it is right now, so I can also get other people to teach them and train them on how to do this, and at the end of the day they will make their own livelihood. So that is the goal. That's my inspiration.
So, when did you really start it? At what year? Was it a long time ago?
No, it was last year. It was last year. I started it last year, and because of the hurdles that I go through, the problems that I go through regarding the production of this, so it's not consistent when it comes to supply or making it, because it's one. I hope I'm not getting into your question, because like the problems that I go through making these. Now there are so many issues that uh,
The challenges. So, you're getting into the challenges that you face.
yes. The
Okay.
challenges that I face are a lot, and it ranges particularly from the bottles. Getting these bottles are not very easy, because you go to the market and before you even get a bottle that is not, either the cover is not dented or it's not rusty, it's very
So, you
difficult.
usually buy these
I
bottles.
buy them. I buy them one for $5 from the market. So I have to go buy these bottles. Then from buying them, I come wash the bottles, then sterilize them, and have to use it at that point. So getting the bottles is crazy, because I go to the market. If I don't know who supply them, I have no idea. But I go to this old bar that actually pass that sell it, and before I buy it to them, it's really in conditions that you don't even want to look at. So most of them, I don't want to take them, because if I take a bottle that has a dented or rusty cover, it will destroy the paper in a very short time. So that is one of the challenges that I go. The only challenge that I go that I can breaking my heart to talk about is the blenders.
So, you
Oh
use
my god, I
blenders
have
to
bought
make
thousand
this.
blenders. Yes.
Oh,
In last year to now, you cannot imagine. I got 5 blenders, because I will
wow.
use it just in a. It will just break. I have no idea why the blenders keep breaking all the time. They keep breaking all the time. They stop. So, and blenders are not. They're not. Cheap. They're really expensive. I get blenders for 2,000, 3,500.
And then,
Anytime that
how
I
long
want to
does it
project,
last? Like a
it does not
blender?
even last for 2 months. That is how frustrating this is. So I just want to stop. At some point, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to stop, because the blenders are driving me crazy. I just got blender, let's say, 2 days back, I got a blender. I got one. I made I used the blender for one time. Then when I was done with that, I wanted to use it day before yesterday. I couldn't use it, and it just got stopped at the time. So I had to rush and get another one that I got for 2,200. So it's you have no idea. The blender, it can actually make me stop doing this.
So is it like a blender is not suitable for this type of
It
processing?
is suitable because the blenders that I get, they will even tell you can use them for ice blocks. Something that you can use to crush ice block, you should be able to use to do your pepper.
So is there like
So-
another machine that you can use?
No.
Blender is the only thing that can
For
be
me
used.
right now, yes. There's another machine that you can use that is at the market. The hand mincer. I don't know if that's the right word. Yes.
Is it more
Blender.
expensive than the
It's
regular?
less expensive in fact, but the texture is not going to be the same. It's
Oh.
going to have a rough texture. You know, the blender will have the ability to actually make it very smooth, and um, that thing that is used at the market does not have the ability to do that. So because of that, I don't want to, use that because I'm really particular about how I brand. This too, I couldn't even put my sticker because there was some logistics that happened with it. But I usually am very, very, very particular about how I brand it. So if I cannot get the blender, I will just stop it because I wouldn't like the texture as well.
So the blender is like the main issue. That's the problem you're
Yes, the
facing
blender is
right
the
now.
issue, and even the bottles.
So for the bottles, have you like tried going into like neighboring houses? Because most people like use this type of bottles and then after they just throw it.
You can tell them, and they will forget. They'll tell you, "Okay, I'm gonna keep it for you," and then the next minute they'll, "Oh, I forgot I threw it." So that is also the problem. I tell my friends all the time, and ask the neighboring houses, and especially my area. I don't think that they use these kind of bottles. Whatever they want to buy, they buy it in bits and pieces. So it's very difficult to. That's why this is a mustard bottle. This is jam bottle. So any kind of bottle that I get and the cover is fine, I use it.
So you said something about sealing. Who does the sealing for you? You usually have like stickers around the bottles.
Yeah, I do the sealing myself, and I don't want to say how I do my sealing. Oh, God,
Okay.
it's my little secrets. Yeah.
So that's her own little thing.
Yes. So
So far, how profitable has this business been?
um very profitable, to be honest, despite the frustration it actually gets me to, because unlike right now a pot of pepper is like $600. That is so insane. And this has onions usually, and using onions,
It's not
the
just pepper.
kilo, it's not it's pepper, onions, vinegar, mustard, and salt.
So
So
it's
you-
like
you-
a
it's-
whole lot of ingredients in it.
So it's just a lot.
Wow.
Now the kilo of salt, I want to say onions is actually $100.
Yeah, things are really
it's
expensive in the
so
market.
expensive. I am so
That's
tired
right.
and frustrated. I even want to stop. I was saying it all the time. But on usual days, I could get the pot of pepper for $250, $200. On those days, they actually turn out very fine. Like you could get out of it, and you can save some money. So
And now it's like 600.
now it's 600. That is why this pot is going for $300. But it's not even beneficial to me because at the end of the day, you want to buy the oil. I also forgot to mention oil. There's oil. There's oil. The oil is expensive. Salt. Onions is expensive, and the pepper itself is very, very expensive. And I also don't use the rotten pepper, which makes it more difficult for me. When you go to the market, I carefully choose the kind of pepper that I use. And most times when they have these fresh peppers, they don't want to sell it at the same price as they will sell the ones that are rotten already. So because
right.
I want to be very careful with the ones that have maggots, is that a word? Maggots, because the ones that are rotten will have
Yeah, those
maggots.
are not really good, and
I
it's
don't
gonna
want to
be
run
bad
through
for your
that-
business.
Very bad. So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
want to run through that frustration. I just make sure that I get the fresh ones, and if I come, I pick a few of them out and start the processing.
So this means you've increased your prices too.
Yes, I have because of the market has too.
So can
Yeah.
you just tell us like the prices of these pepper sauce
All right,
that we
this
have here?
is the 350 milliliter and is for right now 350. This is 350. Right, this is 300 milliliter and is to $300. Yeah, that is the price. I usually have. There was a time that I was selling it for $200, even this 350 milliliter. But it also, like I said, it depended on the market, how they are pricing. So if things are escalating, I also have to, increase the pricing just a bit. So that
That's right. So who are really your targeted customers, or you just make it and
Yeah,
advertise?
yeah. I just make it and advertise, and that's it. I have my friends buy. I have people that see it on other people's status, see it on other people's status, buy. So that is how it is going. But I intend to have or to work with supermarkets in the Gambia. That is when
Yeah.
I really truly establish myself and there's sustainable supply of the the bottles, because the bottles too, they're all really crazy, and I also have a good blender to be using all the time. So that's it.
So, Amisana, since you started this business, we're curious, like, has anybody shown you any sort of support, an institution or just a philanthropist? Have they supported you in any way since you started?
um all right, I wouldn't know how to answer that properly, but I've not gotten any philanthropist to help necessarily, and I have not also gotten an institution or institutions to help in any way or form. So maybe I'm the problem, or I'm the reason why, because I don't really approach or go out to telling people that this is what I'm doing, and I want you to support me. So the times or the points that I will get, like maybe a person, my friend or something, to okay, the pan I'm gonna give in this amount, and when we make the profit, I am gonna take my money. So and at certain times I will accept something like that. That is what I do, or what is that? Those are the things that I have done in the past, but not necessarily having a philanthropist to help or getting an institution to actually help.
So, you've not really reached out to them.
No, no, I've not.
Okay, I guess that's all for the interview here. And thank you so much for gracing
Thank
this
you.
invitation of ours. And we really hope that this really blossoms into something really huge.
Amen.
Don't give up. Like, let
Yes, I
them
won't.
blenders not hinder
Yo,
your
I
work.
have a logo. Let me talk about my logo. If you before you
Oh, yeah,
yes,
you can.
your organic food is
Yoff.
Yoff. I'm on Instagram. I'm
Yeah,
also
she's on
on
Instagram. So you also
Facebook.
find all the links right there.
Yes,
You can
so
click on it and check out her
that's it. Oh,
profile.
you also get my number if you want. They're amazing. They taste very different from the ones that you
That's
know.
true.
So and it's actually really amazing. You can reach out those numbers to actually get one.
But before you go, what advice do you have to other young entrepreneurs out there?
I don't even think I'm in a place that I
Because
to
she's just
advise
coming up
anybody.
and she's going through so
Yes.
many struggles.
So because
Yeah,
myself, I have a problem with commitment, to committing to producing this. So
yeah, the
which is a very
consistency.
big, obstacle to get into where I want. But regardless, I'm still gonna say it. If you whatever you're doing, just get committed to it and just do as much as you can. Because at the end of the day, you have to start with yourself, and whatever you're committed to doing, the world is gonna see it. Excellence is commitment. That is what I believe. And if you stick to what you're doing and what you're doing in the best way, it's gonna yield a good result for you. So be consistent with what you do.
Excellence is commitment. So, guys, please don't forget to subscribe and please also check out her profile. This pepper sauces are amazing. Like, you have to try it out. So, yes, we'll have all the links provided there, and you can also call her on her number. Yeah, it will also be
All
written
right.
there. Thank you so much, and that's it.